What's up, guys? It's Wally. Today we're going to be doing some battles with the Storm Drain Gastrodon. Now, as I'm sure you guys have been aware throughout Regulation D, and what I'm sure will continue into Regulation E, assuming that the home Pokemon don't end up getting banned, is that Rapid Strike Urshifu is everywhere. And even though there are plenty of counters to it, obviously like grass Pokemon as well as electric Pokemon, it still is a big problem for a lot of teams. And even if you do have one of those things to be able to knock it out, it has the possibility of knocking out one of your Pokemon, so it would end up being kind of an even trade. So if you ended up not wanting to have it be an even trade, you can always throw out a Pokemon like Gastrodon that has Storm Drain. So Storm Drain ends up absorbing any water move that's used by any Pokemon on the field. And it does include your ally as well. So if you end up putting Gastrodon out there with like a Rapid Strike Urshifu, you are going to have to worry about going with your own Surging Strikes or an Aqua Jet yourself. Because that will end up being absorbed by Gastrodon. However, it will end up giving it a +1. Now, unfortunately, with Surging Strikes, even though it does hit 3 times typically, you don't get the +3, which is a little unfortunate. But you do still get that +1. But again, be aware if you do end up having an ally that has a Water-type move, because it will end up absorbing that as well. And that's one of the main reasons why the Fire Terror on Gastrodon is so good too, because you really don't have to worry about any water moves whatsoever. So since Gastrodon's only weakness before terrestrialization is grass, you want to be able to take that weakness away. So why not go with fire? I mean, one of its big weaknesses is water, but since you don't have to worry about any water moves at all, it isn't really a big worry. Now, the other good thing about Gastrodon is the fact that it does have a really high HP stat. Now, its base HP is 111, which, even though it isn't as high as something like a Tinglu or like an Iron Hands, it's still pretty big for a Pokemon like Gastrodon. And even though it doesn't really have a high base defense stat, this thing actually has some EVs invested in the defense, so it is going to bring that stat up quite a bit. So it is a pretty bulky Pokemon, and will be able to stay out in the field for quite some time. As for the moveset, we do have Muddy Water, which is nice because it is a spread move, and does have the ability to lower the accuracy of the Pokemon across the way. We do have Earth Power, which is great into a lot of fire Pokemon, and of course a Pokemon like Heatran, which is pretty common out there as well. It's nice to be able to have that because that is a 4x weakness for Heatran, and it is a stab move for Gastrodon too, so that is going to do a lot of damage. And just in case that thing does terrestrialize into something like grass, you do have something like Ice Beam to be able to be super effective on that too. And even though you might have to worry about the, like a Grass Terra Blast if they do terrestrialize, you can always end up terrestrializing into fire to be able to take that weakness away as well. And lastly, we do have Yawn, which is really nice because it does end up making a Pokemon across the way drowsy, which means that they're either going to have to swap out or just have to go to sleep. Now, it's been since Sword Shield since we featured a Gastrodon, so I'm really excited to get into these battles. So we will, but before we do, as always, if you guys are new here, just tapping chat, please make sure to go down and hit the subscribe button. If you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a like too. Let's get into the battles. Now, this looks like it could be a good matchup. Now, I will say the one thing, though, is that we do have to worry about the fact that Flutter Mane could potentially have Energy Ball. But other than that, I think that Gastrodon actually kind of walls Gyarados, only because I know a lot of Gyarados really only have, like, what would it be, like Waterfall, Taunt, Thunder Wave, and maybe something else. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember off the top of my head. But, ooh, and potential Leaf Storm, too, now that I'm thinking about it with Amoonguss. But I'm not going to think about that. Instead, we're going to end up starting out with Flutter Mane and Chi-Yu, and then in the back, we're going to have Gastro and Iron Hands as well. Yeah, and it's a pretty good lead right there. And then, yeah, if we do end up... Yeah, no, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I was going to say, if they end up leading Gyarados, like, into our Chi-Yu, we'll have to figure out who else they have. Oh, hey, they already have the outfit from the DLC. I love that. That's fantastic. Alright. Well, this is fine. This is fine. Now we have our Proto. Do they have it? They do not. Okay, that is fantastic. Because we have Gastro in the back. So here's what we're going to do. Is I honestly think I am just going to go all out with a this. Yeah, I actually think I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball over there. And, I'm going to just go with the Protect. I need to be able to try to knock them out. Now, it's possible this is hands. It is. Into a water. Okay, that's actually pretty good then. I'm okay with that. That means that if they don't protect, then... Okay, good. That's us that protected. They should be faster, so that means they did not protect. We are faster than them, which is nice. We take out their Sash. That makes sense of why they weren't Proto, you know? Fine, they'll get the Heavy Slam. And the Trick Room, okay. I'm okay with that because now... Actually, I wonder whose hands would be slower. I would imagine theirs would be slower. I think our Gastro would be slower than theirs, though. I think I'm going to go with Iron Hands here, just because then we can actually get the Fake Out pressure. So we're going to go for the Fake Out over there. Who else do they have? Ooh, they could actually bring in a Mungus here. I know it isn't going to be super effective or even be neutral over on hands, but if we can get a burn with this, that would be dope. That would be really, really awesome. Unfortunately, I think they may end up bringing in Gyarados, though. Yeah, this may be Gyarados, though. Hopefully it's a Mungus. Nice. Get the Fake Out. Beautiful. Please hit. Nice. On bolt, too. Goodbye, Mungus. Good. So now we don't have that threat of, like, a Spore or anything like that. So, we're good to go. And then again, we could have actually terrastalized into grass to be able to kind of avoid that, though. Ooh, and that's going to be a Fast Mon. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go for a Thunder Punch over there. I'm going to swap into Gastrodon, because I would imagine that they're going to protect with Roaring Moon here. And they may just be going at it. I actually think it might be a Drain Punch into Gastro. Dope. Okay, so it wasn't a Protect. I guess they were maybe trying to bait a Drain Punch over there? Good damage. Yeah, they'll get about half that back. Good damage. Love to see that. Alright, so... Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go for a... Now I'm gonna go for the Heavy Slam over there. They may end up protecting, but that is okay with me, to be honest with you. To a certain extent. But we're going to go for the Earth Power over there. I don't think it's going to knock out, unfortunately. Well, it's definitely not going to knock out now, but... Ooh, that's still some good damage, though. Heavy Slam's going to knock out, that's good. They will end up getting a... again, some Fake Out pressure here, though. So, it is a little unfortunate, but... that is definitely something we can deal with, though. They already terrastalized. We're going to go for the Drain Punch up there, as well as an Ice Beam. Because, again, they can only Fake Out one. That's fair. But now we get the Ice Beam up there. Can we get a Freeze? Huh? No. Ooh, the Dragon Dance. That's going to be a little unfortunate and a little difficult to deal with. But not something that's impossible to deal with. And the good thing here, too, is we know from the last, or during Trick Room, that our hands is faster than theirs. So, thankfully, if we can survive... Let's see, let me think about this. Yeah, I'm okay with doing that, and we're going to go Ice Beam up there again. Oh, not enough, though. Nope. Thunder Punch knocks out there, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that this Ice Beam will knock out, too. Yeah, and again, you know, I guess I should have mentioned more about the special attack of Gastrodon in the intro and everything like that. But this thing only has, I think... the crit, oh boy. I don't think that was needed, though. It was far enough down in its HP. But no, yeah, I think it only has like 20 EVs invested in its special attack, if that. So that's just kind of like its natural special attack, which really isn't high, but it really isn't that bad, which is kind of why you want some of those, you know, Storm Drains if you really want to use it as an attacker. But either way, even though we didn't get any boost there, still did some really good damage and really ended up taking them out. Good game. Looks like they have an option for both Trick Room and Tailwind. Nice. But you better believe we're still going to try to set our Trick Room, though. So let's do that, and honestly, I think I'm going to start Chi-Yu as well. Although, to be honest with you, though, yeah, I'm still going to do that. I'm going to bring in Gastro as well, and then in the back... we could end up going Flutter Mane, but the fact that we have Flutter Mane... Yeah, I think we're going to bring... I think I'm going to bring Glastrier, too. I'm definitely going to have to set Trick Room here, though. Like, that's going to be an absolute necessity. Question is, what do they lead? Because the question is it Imprison Trick Room? Or do they have... Gosh, I don't even know. May or may not be. Well, I'm still going to set our Trick Room, and I am going to... Still going to go for the Dark Pulse over there, though. I don't think they're going to do enough to take out Chi-Yu. Now, they could end up terastallizing into Fairy here. Not the case. Ooh, does a Thunderbolt actually knock out? Well, Wild Charge does. Did not realize it was going to be a physical one. My bad. That is not ideal. But we do set the Trick Room, which is ideal. Like I said, that's exactly what we needed. We can go Gastrodon here, which is nice. And I actually think I'm going to Imprison, just so they don't do another Trick Room as well. So let's do that, and let's go with the Earth Power over there. Because we definitely need to take out Alecki. We're definitely still going to have to take out Alecki, though. And it is possible that they try to go Trick Room here to reverse it, but thankfully the Imprison is going to stop that. So fingers crossed here. Yep. Now... I'm gonna go Psychic as well as... Honestly, as well as Muddy Water. I know that sounds weird, but that thing does not have a lot of bulk. And if they swap into something else, I don't want to go for like an Earth Power over there if they swap into like Tornadus if they had it in the back for some bizarre reason. You know what I mean? Yeah, so who's it going to be? Beautiful. Beautiful. And that's part of the reason why we went Psychic over there. Nice. We'll get them down to about a third to a quarter of nothing. I need to learn my calcs a little better with those two mons. You know what I mean? It's a good amount of damage, but we do heal up a bit. Now the good thing is we can actually go for some yawns here, and that might be what we end up having to do. Well, let's see what they do. Let's see who they bring out. I'm not sure who that is. Now I do. Now that may be a Protect. Here's what I'm gonna do, though. Just in case it isn't a Protect, I'm gonna go for the Psychic over there, just so it's a good, strong stab move. And I'm gonna go for the Yawn over into Farigiraf. Well, never mind. We're yawning into someone else then. Oh, perfect! We're yawning into them. Yep, that's the Protect. That's fine. But we get the Yawn. Question is, are they just going to swap out? Or are they going to... Yeah, are they going to swap out, or are they just going to take the sleep? My guess is they would probably swap out, but... you never know. So, I am going to go for the, what do we have for Trick Room? One more. Yeah, so we're going to go for the, Psychic over there. And let's go for the, Earth Power there. The good thing is, they can't even use Dazzling Gleam. So, I guess it kind of depends on what other moves they end up having. Oh, no. Okay, perfect. I was gonna say, if they end up staying in and going with, like, an Energy Ball, that would have been bad. I should have doubled over there then. Don't tell me you're gonna be flying. Please say you're Ice. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. Knocked out? Oh no. You should have doubled. Well, you know what though? As bad as this isn't the worst thing. Because we do get knocked out. We all get knocked out. But now it's Glastrier versus Flutter Mane. And honestly, we have Heavy Slam, which is going to take out Flutter Mane pretty damn quickly. So all we have to do is tank one hit, and I have a ton of faith that we would be able to do that. So, perfect. Back to normal. Alright, Glastrier. All up to you, buddy. All up to you, big guy. Yeah, again. Should have doubled, but my mistake. Alright, buddy, let's, no. Yeah, let's just go for the Heavy Slam. Come on. Yo, yeah, we're good. We're good, even if this doesn't knock out. Are they Sash? They're Sash, okay. Yeah, but either way, unless they end up critting here, we end up getting the dub. So hopefully they don't crit. But otherwise, this was still a really good game, though. Thankfully, we ended up coming out on top. Oh, no. Well, actually, this shouldn't matter. Yeah, I was going to do less. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, glad we ended up coming out on top there. Despite the fact that they went explosion on that. But, again, still really worked out for us. Thankfully, Glastrier has that bulk to be able to kind of withstand all of that in the end. Good game. Now, this might be one where we don't end up setting Trick Room. But I'm still going to go out there and kind of show it like I am, though. I think so. So let's do that, and then let's also start off with, honestly, let's start out with Chi-Yu, too. And then in the back, let's have Gastro. Let's go Gastro, and let's go Iron Hands, too. Why not? Just in case we don't go for the Trick Room or don't end up getting it. No sense putting Glastrier out there, you know what I mean? So let's see what they end up leading here. A little nervous to see what it could be. Okay. Understandable. Yeah, you're gonna up your special attack, huh, friend? I would imagine that's what it would be. Oh, it's speed. My bad. Excuse me. I was way off on that one. Well, I'm going to go for the Psychic. No. You know what? Yeah. We're gonna go for the Psychic over there, and we're gonna go for the Heat Wave too. I'm not quite knocked out. Hit both. Good. Yeah, both of them are getting knocked out here. A little bit of Life Orb damage. Not ideal. That's okay. Farigiraf knocks it out. Thank you. Well, thank you for setting the sun for us. I appreciate that. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Uh-oh. Okay, well... I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to go for the Trick Room here. Let's try for the Heat Wave, too. Now, they're probably going to outspeed us. Ooh, actually, potentially with both. That's fine, because we're going to get to set Trick Room here. Barely, but we get to. Perfect. Set the Trick Room. Now we can bring out, well, to be fair, yeah, we're gonna bring Gastrodon. Smarter call. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna end up going with the Psychic over there. They've yet to terrestrialize though. That's the scary thing. Well, let's do that, and then... Actually, no. Here's what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna... No. That's a mistake. Never mind. I'm gonna actually Psychic over there, and I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam down into there, because they may end up terrestrializing into ground, and that way, well, Never mind. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, I meant to terrestrialize into fire there. Only because Solar Beam is going to definitely knock out. Yeah. Sorry, I, again, meant to terrestrialize there because, again, they weren't going to go with an Earthquake. Headlong Rush was really going to be the move that they were going to continue to go with. Oh, that's alright, though. That's alright. Here's the good thing, though. Here's what we can do. So we can terrestrialize, and we can go for the Drain Punch over there. Because we still outspeed, so we're going to be able to knock them out. And also be able to resist a ground move. As long as they don't protect. That's the main thing. That is the most important thing right here. They're going to terrestrialize too. I would imagine into ground, though. Okay, that's fine, though. Because that does not resist the Drain Punch. We are not intimidated. And they're donezo. That's what I'm talking about. And now we will end up resisting the Headlong Rush here, too, which is going to make it easier to end up KOing with the Drain Punch on the next one. Yeah, we're good. We're good to go. Yeah, now all we have to do is just kind of sneeze over in that direction and we end up getting the KO. So perfect. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Again, that would have... I mean, hell, even if we would have terrestrialized there, it was actually probably better that we held off only because then we would have resisted the Headlong Rush, like you saw right there. And if we would have terrestrialized, we would have had two things that would have been weak to the Headlong Rush. So, either way, 6-1, half dozen of another, still got the win. Good game. Now, if you are going to end up going with Gastrodon, then I definitely recommend putting someone on the team that sets rain, like a Pelipper, or a Pokemon that ends up having access to like the move Surf. So something like Vaporeon, Dondozo, or something like that, just because that'll end up doing damage to both the opponents across the way, and it will end up triggering the Storm Drain, so Gastrodon can get a +1. So again, since this one doesn't really have a special attack investment, being able to get something like that +1 to be able to up your special attack really is going to be important, especially later in the end game too. So if you are going to go Gastrodon, I definitely recommend doing something like that. But even if it's something to be able to, again, counteract the Rapid Strike Urshifu. Now, I definitely think there are other Pokemon out there that will do a better job of checking the Urshifu, but really Gastrodon isn't a bad choice to go with. Again, especially since you end up having Storm Drain and being able to go with the +1 to your special attack if they end up going with a water move. Again, really, really beneficial. And also, in some cases, if you do have Gastrodon in the back, it might make some teams a little more reluctant to end up hitting either the Aqua Jet or the Surging Strikes. So, again, even though Gastrodon isn't the strongest attacker and maybe not the best counter to Urshifu, it still is a pretty damn good one. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the battles. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like. We'll see you guys next time.